Hey, it is Quinn here, and I've got some blues licks and patterns that I'd like to share with you all. Been messing around with this scale a little bit more lately, so I figured I'd share some of the ideas I've been coming up with. Most of these are more patterns than licks, I would say. So you can mess with these and change these up in any way you'd want, but just gives you some ideas of how you can mess around with the blues scale and do some different shapes within it. So let's start with this first lick right here. This is kind of a nice easy one. This is just all going to be in the key of B minor. So just kind of think of that as your tonal reference for. So here's the first lick. So for that, I'm kind of starting off with this interesting thing again, thinking B blues box right here. And I'm starting on the 10th fret, high E, moving over to 10 on the B string. I'm actually using my pinky and rolling over right here. Pull off to the 7th fret, and then I'm hitting that blue note over on the G string at the 10th fret. So using a lot of the 10th fret here. And yeah, I'm using some hammer-ons and pull-offs in there too. So first two notes I'm picking, pull-off, pick, then another hammer-on. To me, that feels like the kind of fastest way that I can get it, but you could also try picking everything in that too. And then you can combine that with some different things. So a nice easy pattern that you can work into your playing. This next one that I wanted to show you all is actually something I got from Alex Skolnick. He is the guitarist for Testament, especially in his solo to the song Souls of Black. He kind of does something like this. So this is in the key of B minor. So slow, it sounds like this. A little faster. Okay, really fun one. You can actually sweep pick a little bit on this too. So I think he's looking at this like B minor triad shape that's up here. And starting on the 12th fret, and then I'm hammering up to 13, and then coming back 12, 10. So all that together, I usually do that as like a hammer on and then a couple of pull-offs. And then I'm going to come down with an upstroke on the 12th fret of the B string, and then the 11th fret on the G string. You can either do that as kind of like a quick burst, or you could loop it. He sort of loops it in that solo. I kind of like the way that sounds too, and there's different ways you could play that rhythmically, but yeah. Yeah, pretty fun one right there. Works a little bit of sweep picking into it. This next one that I've got right here, this is almost kind of more of a harmonica type of lick, and a lot of different ways you can phrase with this one. Here's what this one's going to sound like. So you can do a lot of different combinations of that. Another way you could also do that would be like. So the idea here is I'm actually hybrid picking. I'm using a couple of the fingers on my right hand, and I'm holding on to the 7th fret on the high E string, and then I'm doing kind of a grace note hammer-on from the 6th fret to the 7th fret. And then I'm also reversing that and pulling off from the 6th fret to the 5th fret while still holding on to that 7th fret on the high E string. You can kind of go back and forth between the two. And you can mix that up. I really like this one. This is one I'll work into my regular playing quite a bit. And I feel like that one's kind of versatile enough, like you don't have to be too shreddy to work that one into your playing. And it just gives you this really cool sound, especially if you hybrid pick it with those extra fingers on this hand. All right, here's one that's a little bit stretchier, a little bit shreddier. This is going to be slowly, it's going to be this. A little bit faster. So right here, we're kind of taking advantage of this interesting shape that you get within the blues scale, this kind of half step and then minor third type of shape. These are frets 13, 14, and 17 up on the high E. But getting into it slowly, I'm doing 12 on the B string, 15 on the B string, and then 13, 14, 17 on the high E, and then I'm just coming right back down that. Again, actually fairly easy one to work into your playing. It's only a little bit stretchy, especially if you play it up higher on the fretboard like that. But yeah, really fun one. It's kind of a little bit dissonant too. And you can take that same pattern and move around with some other things within the scale too. So I could also go... Or let's see, or we can even maybe stretch out a little bit. That's really more just like the regular pentatonic scale, or maybe we can try... That'd be really tricky, right? Yeah, so you could maybe even stretch all the way up to that high B right there if you can reach it. Cool. And then I got one more for you all today too. This is a really cool one. This is kind of a pattern of 5 played as 16th notes and moving it down in octaves right here. So here's what this sounds like slowly. So that very slowly is 13, 12, 10 on the high E, and then we're doing 12, 10 on the B string. So these are the notes like F, E, D, B, A, and then I'm just taking that down in octaves. And you can phrase that a lot of different ways. You could also play those as quintuplets, so groups of 5. So especially if you want to try to get a little bit faster. I kind of like the way it sounds just playing it as 16th notes though. And then like trying to come out of it, find like a good note to land on at the end. You could even go back up that as well. So this is descending in the tab that I'm providing, but you can also go up with it and mix it around and try some different shapes with it. Okay, so those are 5 blues scale licks in the key of B minor. Hope you enjoyed some of those. Probably be coming out with a part 2 of this soon, so check in for that and try to like and subscribe if you like this video.